And Skype's like pretty much just it's the best available option, right? Like at some point.
Look, I mean, it works extraordinarily well compared to how it might. The fact that I can see the game at something like 30 FPS or higher, right? And also, you and I can hear each other in real time, and none of that interferes with your recording, which is entirely different software.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Boy, I'm really happy that I don't have to ever like dig into audio programs and be like, let me just stitch our audios together.
Yeah, and it automatically does the mixing, both of your audio, my audio, and the game's audio, such that for the most part it automatically gets it right, and we can all hear each other. That's cool.
Yeah.
So the occasional glitch, like my being kind of cut off if you're playing loud in-game sound, is like fine, really.
Yeah. Also, the other benefit of Skype and the recording software and everything is that sometimes I just get to hit a single key, and we stop being just babbling about nothing, and we start being recorded, as I have done here in this episode of
Yeah,
Noire.
I did actually notice. You have failed to trick me. I knew this was happening.
Shit. I'm gonna get you one of these days.
I mean, or rather, I am not owned. Not turning into a corn cob.
Okay, it's good that you're not turning into a corn cob, because we're about to go to a place where corn cobs are not welcome in Reefer Madness.
We're looking for different plants entirely.
Oh yeah. I said this off air. I really have high hopes for this case. I really hope it doesn't
I hope they're
disappoint
not. I hope they're not totally dashed. But yeah, here we go. Commissioner walked into my office 4:20 in the afternoon.
Those aren't marijuana plants right there. Those are just like palm trees or whatever.
But they were suggestive, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Says he's prepared to
Pretty
blow the
California.
whistle on a primo reefer distribution
Reefer
ring.
distribution ring.
Says he
Has he
can
said how much it's going to cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can an expense.
This is Roy's main concern.
Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
I mean, I'm not just putting up $50 for free. That's 500 smackers.
Yeah. I like how every time you have a conversation with the lieutenant, it starts out with him happy, and then Roy says something and he gets pissed off. Like, I think Earl is doing it on purpose. He's making sure that guy always leaves
He's an
upset.
extremely talented man.
Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say...
Yeah, he likes
Scale
trolls.
of Noel scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can please.
Yeah.
Listen to yourself. I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
No, he's talking about us. He's talking about us too.
Yeah, he's somehow realized what's going on. Roy Earl is such a good character that he's transcended the game and is
Or
probably
he's a
like
vile
mocking
demon that
us,
is
trying to
coming
find our way out of the
game
police station.
and going to kill me in my sleep. Could be either one.
Hey, what kind of guy do you think he is? Sure, he's annoying, and sure, he's like sheltering pedophiles for his own career or whatever. That doesn't mean he would kill you, as far as we yet know in the storyline.
So I actually don't remember if he does kill anybody, so I'm going to actually just let that one go.
I sadly also don't remember that. I don't think he would, because I think that would involve getting his hands dirty, and there's too much of a risk of getting found out. But I could be wrong.
Very possible. Also, speaking of not remembering things, this case is actually DLC, and it's from Vice, which means I didn't actually play it.
Oh, nice. I did play it, but I don't remember anything about it, basically.
I should actually wait for Roy Earl, because he's going to say something stupid on the way over.
Yeah, but it'll be funny. Saying something stupid
Get
like
this.
I love
Middle of the
you.
afternoon, this crazy woman decides to set fire
We're
to
on
the
Vice,
hotel
not
she
arson.
lives in. The fire brigade come and put it out. A couple
Where
hours
is this
later,
story?
she does it again. Phones up Central and says, I've set fire to my hotel twice today. You better come and get me.
That lady sounds like she needs help.
Yeah,
Did they send some
or
uniforms
like
out to
from
get
the
her?
fire department.
No, that's the best part. The desk sergeant, he gets his share of crank calls, says, all right, Lady Nero, why don't you come on down here? An hour later, she shows.
I don't...
Hair
What?
still
Where is
smoking,
this...
clothes
Where's the
smoldering,
story going, Roy?
Smelling like a brush fire.
He's certainly having his chuckles. Also, apparently that was the whole story. No moral. I did almost run a man
I'm
down.
sure that was as funny as Roy thought it was.
No, it's weirdly sad.
Yeah, oh well. Phew, I was worried about the cutscene trigger for a second there, but no, you did judge it right. Thought there was going to be a head-on collision.
At some point in this game, I am going to run just straight into the side of the building.
So we've actually entered a bar here without having a dead body. So this is a first, I think.
Oh, hey.
That's him in the back, Cole.
I hope he's
so
just
this is
smoking a blunt as we get up to the table.
Probably shouldn't do that while meeting some police
Freddy.
officers.
You're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here. You want the money or the alternative? Tell us about the reefer, Freddy. Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
I mean, that was a bit of
That was pretty good.
Bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddy?
Do
It's
we
stashed at the
even
house at
give a shit about 50 pounds of
Northwest
weed a week?
Palmas.
Names,
Like,
Freddy.
as...
I guess that was a big deal in 1947.
That goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz.
It sure is 1947.
Be careful. He likes guns. I'd like my money.
Do me a favor, Freddy. Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
It's funny how
Let's go visit
contemptuous
this
they are of
crazy
informants.
50
Yeah.
pounds of dope.
Apparently 50
At
pounds
least
is in fact a
low-profile
lot,
street
which I
level
guess
ones.
I can see, but...
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I think there's a very different attitude in the force to people who are like informants in like organizations and like high placed and so on. Those are treated well.
Yeah.
Versus people who are like, you know, oh, I heard from a guy in a bar that he's going to rob a thing, and I also tend to rob things, but I think I'll try and sell the info this
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
A hophead like Freddy would raffle his sister for his
I'm gonna
next
check
score.
a news story that I vaguely remember at some
Story.
point. Because I remember... So a member of the Chicago Bears football team in the NFL was once arrested and then subsequently banned from football forever because he was moving marijuana into Chicago, like as
Did he
his
bring-
after-football business investment.
Nice.
And-
And how many pounds of weed did he
So that's-
smuggle at a time?
That's actually what I want to look up because I think it was like in the thousands.
Yeah, it seems like it might not be a very big time thing, Ben, I guess. Maybe
Yeah,
that's...
this is like 50 pounds is a lot of weed, don't get me wrong, but that's like small time, big time.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, but
He
the
does
people
in fact
doing
love
it
guns, like the guy said.
are willing to kill people.
Sam Hurd was the guy's name. Dude just fucking loves guns. Former Dallas
Dang.
Cowboy, Chicago Bear. Large quantities of cocaine and marijuana. That's
Correct. He was a big gunfire.
okay. Well, I died because of bullets.
Okay. So how much was it?
It just says a lot.
A lot. That sounds like a lot.
God damn you, Wikipedia. Sam Hurd.
The important questions asked here. I mean, answered, sorry. Sorry, it's early. The question has already been asked. Alright.
1,000
Since
pounds
it's-
of marijuana per week. Also 5 to 10 kilos
1,000
of cocaine.
Yes.
So yeah,
I mean, maybe
50
guys
pounds
are
is small
dealing in
time
1,000
bullshit.
pounds of maybe Freddie and I only saw pounds.
You're gonna have to repeat that after the bullets have stopped firing, by the way.
Yeah. I was saying maybe Freddie only saw 50, but maybe they did.
They shot my head off, these bastards.
These walls are made of shitty material. It's like stuff.
They're actually just egg cartons. Also, I got shot again, which... Look.
Oh, it's because of the terrible cover you're trying to hide behind. Like, that's not exactly granite or marble, is it?
Well, it's also because I keep standing up and getting shot.
Yeah, yeah. But knocking off the top of the walls doesn't help. It's got to be like the intro of the game mentioned building a lot of new houses fast, right? Cadence new suburbs, cadence drivers and so on. Well, construction standard, but not fast enough.
Did not catch a word of that.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
whenever the guns are firing, I really can't hear you. Much as I assume that you cannot hear me, as I say this thing about the guns.
Yes, in fact, I didn't hear you just then, so... Freaking... Well, if anyone is listening to this on the recording somehow, consider my objections to gunfire raised.
Okay, guns back. Got it. That part I did get. Also, I shot those dudes in the face.
Nice.
2 men are dead.
It's the noise I object to, not the death or anything.
Oh yeah, dying is cool.
To move on. Next time I won't be so nice.
We'll Gorkas like last time.
So 2 men are dead. I imagine since this is a case,
Perhaps you'll investigate who killed them.
You guys don't have to leave on this. What happened?
it clearly was a
Juan
suicide.
Cruz. We opened fire. And,
Well, it more or less was.
No. I mean, like, they did it themselves. We had no involvement. It was actually a deal gone wrong. The 2 men in here with the guns, they shot each other. And we had no choice when we came in here. They just found him dead like
They
this.
were resisting arrest, yeah. Ah, money.
$1. Thought
Mass?
they took these things out of circulation.
Massachusetts, maybe?
I don't think so. It's
Nope.
like Mastermind. I cannot
Huh.
flip the coin
Sure.
over, so I cannot see the two-faced sign on the back of this, leading me to the true villain here.
They're not real silver, are they? Silver dollars?
I think they were coated with silver. I think at one point they may have been purely silver, but then,
Would have been worth a lot more than $1 is the problem.
yeah. Well, I mean, silver dollars are worth a lot more than $1. Like, back when they made them, you can get a
Oh.
silver dollar for like $45 or whatever.
Oh yes, tap on it. Yes, I knew he was going to do that. I love
Juan
tapping on
Garcia.
driver's licenses.
This is his address, but this place looks like a front.
Okay.
Hmm.
So his wallet's empty, which is weird. Like, other than
Yeah.
his ID.
Well, I mean, he's got a fake ID in it as well, right? Because he doesn't really live here, so
Oh, true.
he is. So maybe that's like, yeah, a wallet for showing to officials' purposes.
But, like,
Just balancing the gun here, just measuring its weight.
yeah, there... gotta be
Oh yeah,
something.
what I was saying earlier that we didn't get heard due to the guns was that at the very start of the game, they mentioned a lot of new suburbs were going up very fast. You know, Los Angeles growing, the driving thing, etc. And I was complete that the new construction was really shoddy. Because like their supposed stone walls don't even stand up to machine gun fire.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was garbage-ass construction. And they cheap out even more into the 50s. What is Masenke? I have no idea. Also, a lot of boxes of tomato soup. Like, all those boxes are tomato soup.
This is reminding me of the like fronts for the morphine stuff, but you know, weed in this case. I mean,
Oh, I would be so
Yeah.
sad if this just turned out to be morphine instead of weed. They
I
promised
doubt
me
it.
reefer madness. I want some goddamn reefer madness. I want Cole Phelps pretending to be high.
Masanke is a Tagalog surname in the Philippines.
I see. I wonder if that will come through in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what the significance of that is. It's,
Diccionario? That's how you say those
Yeah,
words?
I'm sure this means much.
It's a
it
Spanish
depends on what
English
language you're
dictionary, dude.
speaking.
Oh, hey, is that a newspaper? Yes, it is, but
I
we can't
wonder-
view it. What does that actually say?
I think this is
Kenmore Avenue residence burns to ground? Oh, hey, it's the story that Roy was telling.
Yes. Ah, sort of unexpected tie-in.
Huh. That's
Oh man, this is
literally
cool.
the last thing that I was expecting. That's marijuana.
I'm guessing these were like drawn under the influence also, but that's really cool.
Yeah, that's neat art.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing they were in game. I don't know whether the actual artist who drew them in real life was high at the time or not.
Oh yeah, boss, just studying a little bit. Look, I gotta get in
You
character.
probably, it's probably illegal to tell someone to like
You have to do drugs
use
for this
method
job.
acting for the purpose of method artistry in this particular case. Although the artist would have been Australian.
Is marijuana illegal in Australia?
Yes, but not very. Is the short answer. It is. It varies a lot state to state how much people care.
Weird. That's almost American.
Yeah, I mean,
also,
we've also got states
what about
with
this
different
box?
leagues.
Cole, you want to look at this box? The only box in the entire place that isn't related to Parnell Soup Company?
I'm sure it is. It's just got it on a different side, right? Like if you look at it that different angle.
Also,
Yeah,
good
that's
thing that
soup
I
box as
found that specific box and not these boxes over here that also say Parnell's, but didn't give me the clue to check down
Hey,
Parnell's.
at least you found them.
Yeah, and It's a minor annoyance in the world of LA Noire, but
Yeah. You have to find the specific hotspots. Ooh, another newspaper.
nope. This is
Parnell's.
an advertisement for Parnell's soup.
Well, that seems relevant.
Maybe these are the guys keeping lunch so well stocked with soup.
He certainly has enough of it.
Maybe he just really likes soup, and we're just when he gets high, he wants to eat soup.
That could be.
That would actually be like a hilarious, innocuous twist. Hey, revolver.
That would be really funny. Just the munchies on this massive soup scale.
Do you want to like pop open that revolver, see the gun, or see the bullets or whatever? Nothing. All right, whatever.
Absolutely not.
It's only a firearm, I guess.
Yeah. It's yes, here are the stats I remember. You asked about weed here. It's like I said, it's illegal but not very.
Right.
According to the census, more than 1/3 of all Australians have tried marijuana.
I think
But
it's
they
up to
do
like
not use
40 or
illegally.
50% of the Americans.
Right, yeah, okay. It's very popular because it rules. But yeah, I imagine we're on a similar path to legalization because everyone uses it, so we can't actually enforce this.
I think we here at the Lenoir Let's Play Institute can be unequivocal in our support for marijuana. Not legalization
yeah.
necessarily, just like marijuana in general. It's
You'll
good.
want to come meet Mr. Fickman, the neighbor. Sounds like he's got something for you.
The madness of the reefers is not something we are mad about personally. It's a different kind of madness.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna keep.
Fickman.
I'm just gonna do a check around here again.
All
I
right, one
really hope
last
that Mr. Pickman or whatever is like thing that he has to tell us is just like, I saw you guys come out and shoot the dudes.
Yeah, I saw the men who did it. They
It
had
was the
three
weirdest.
sweet-
It was the damnedest thing. There were these two
Hey,
guys.
that's a, look at that door. It's got the thing.
It does have a thing. Pop.
Yes. I really like that about this game. I love seeing like a gold handle on a door and being like, "Oh my god, you can go in here." It's a really good signifier thing they did. Sugar?
It's
or is
weed.
it really?
Nope, it's bottle caps.
No, they're washers and screws.
What the hell are they doing with those?
That's an interesting question, isn't it? Flour? Is this going to really contain flour? I don't think so.
That actually startled me. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Well, I'll let Roy Earl speak for me here. Huh. I don't remember.
What happens
this
if I
at all.
open
This
that
is
back
really
up?
Funny. Like, what the
Does
hell
he
are they
still
doing?
jump?
Like, so did they get cans wholesale or whatever, and put other things in them? Is this an art project? Is this, what's going on?
Oh hey,
Now we're getting somewhere.
that was unexpected.
Oh. I wonder. I don't know if I ever found this when I played it. Like I said, I don't remember this case well.
Screws. That's a really bad JPEG of some screws, by the way.
They're not very dimensional, are they?
No. It looks like a stock photo, honestly.
Why are you? Don't open the can again. Why are you?
That's a
doing
different
this?
can.
Oh shit! It really is too. I think you've found the crucial one.
Yeah,
Now,
probably.
did I see a console window pop up for like 0.1 seconds?
Yes, and I don't know what causes that,
More soup?
but it's new, and I don't like it.
Huh.
So
You
I
pro-
apologize if you saw that on the video also. But
No, it's totally fine. Like, this is just more crime, right?
yeah,
Presumably someone is attacking you with cybercrime and you'll need to
it's probably
cyber
Russia.
noir
Let's be honest.
situations.
Oh, hey, it's weed.
Nice. Okay, I was wondering about that because, like, surely it was expected that there would be weed in the
For
game
12
somewhere.
cents? Holy fucking shit.
Someone at the cannery has a
Yeah,
lot of
dude,
explaining.
that's way worth 12 cents.
I do like the thing about coming in cans. That is a pretty strong clue.
I hope
That's
this
what
one's just
we
tomato soup. Nope, all weed.
I like how apparently it's a thing in Los Angeles that you can seal your
I just got an achievement, soup in the pot. I assume that's for opening both of the cans instead of just being like, well, this one has weed in it. Oh, hey, another book.
The LA Underground must just have this thing about using food products to hide their drug products.
Is there a pattern to the deliveries?
Tijuana. EJ.
Pattern.
This guy EJ seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight.
Oh, yeah, wow. He's
Dates
in,
and
like, all
times
these.
seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Yeah, and it looks like all the deliveries were like, yeah,
Those
basically
fuckers
this.
are
It's
probably
easy, in
in
fact,
on
adding
it.
up to thousands of pounds.
$2,000
Let's wait and
is
see how
not,
this plays out.
like, come on.
Not a small sum.
No, but, like, 20,000 bucks for weed is not that much, really. Like,
Yeah, but like,
previously mentioned Sam Hurd was in jail for trying to buy 1,000 pounds of marijuana.
yeah, I mean, these guys are not big-time crooks, but they are organized.
Yeah.
And it was probably worth busting them for administrative vice. I don't know why it's administrative, do you? Like, the ad in advice stands for administrative, but why is that in the name?
Is there another kind of vice that there is on the police force?
I mean, not in the fictional LAPD of this video game, no, there's just advice is the only vice.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go find the neighbor, and then I'm gonna go talk, or I'm gonna Google advice.
Yeah, I mean, you might find the word advice, like Google is just going to think you've misspelled it.
None of you people are the neighbors here?
Now they're random hangers around.
I was
They
told to
go
go
up
check
the neighbor's
to,
front door. Like, just go to the nearby, the house, and
Yeah, I
like, try and
guess.
in it.
uh,
Neighboring as we speak.
nope, not this one, because there's no, wait, is this door golden? Nope.
Other side, then?
Yep.
Let me through.
I like the street scene. Like, it's well rendered and colourful and lots of stuff going on. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the 50s simulation in the 50s steel court in St.
That was really good, and yes, now that you said that, it totally does.
Okay, this must be Fick or whatever his name was. He's not willing to talk to a man who won't come to his level. Oh, no. It's actually just a guy on his porch.
I'm trying to push
He's
him
not
down,
willing
but
to
I
talk.
can't.
Huh.
Did I miss my chance by going back into the house?
I mean, probably you haven't missed your chance. It just you may have missed your chance to be pointed in the right direction, though. Is it the guy across the street?
Ideas?
The soup factory.
No, that's not what I'm interested in, dude.
Try across the street. Or well, not this. Nobody lives here, but
Let me just talk to this cop again. Hey, cop.
People are inquisitive.
No,
Don't sweat
that's
it,
not
we'll
what I
keep
was
it back.
interested in. Well, I may have
Like,
done did it now.
You're not going to try across the street?
Phelps.
I'll check across the street, but there's nobody. I think that
How does
that's
it look
the,
like there's someone standing there?
I think that was the dude that I was supposed to talk to. The guy that's on his
What?
porch.
The guy on the porch?
Yeah.
That is the. But if so, why didn't he say things?
That's a good question, and I have to assume that I broke the trigger somehow. Probably by going back into the thing to look for and find the soup cans.
Oh, that is possible since you like did a sort of plot meaningful thing, but got to run along now.
Yeah, I think I was totally supposed to talk to that guy. Maybe he would have told me about the wheat cans that they have in the back garage.
Oh, that's possible. Yes, you could have broken the game scripting here because it could have been like a backup way to tell you about. He might have been, oh, hey, look in the shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they might not have expected someone to do this exact sequence of actions of hearing
Right.
about the neighbor, then finding the soup themselves. That's probably it. That's a
Brother
shame.
says
That's
the morphine is still turning up.
yeah, they didn't account for that.
Makes sense. We have no idea how
Ooh,
much of the
look
stuff
at
went
chat.
shifted.
So apparently that wasn't all of the morphine from the ship.
Maybe confidential
Yeah.
magazine is
Wow,
right.
there must have been a
Bugsy is on
shitload.
his
A
side.
shipload, even.
You read that stuff?
Indeed.
I wouldn't say it
Also,
to his face if I
speaking
was
of
you.
like big time
That is
crimes,
one hot-tempered
there
son of
was
a
way
bitch.
more than 50 pounds of morphine. There.
Yes, there was.
Which is why I'm just like,
Yeah, in this case, it's clearly not a particularly big deal by comparison. It's good, it's low-key.
it's in fact so suspiciously low key that like, I'm wondering if there's an alternative motive that we're actually following up on this instead of being like 50 pounds of dope is nothing.
No, I don't think so. No, because it's not. I mean, it's £50 like per delivery, but each day, etc. Like it's more than just £50. You saw the ledger. But
like I said,
this is
£1,000 a week. Sam Hurd playing big. Not a very good wide receiver.
Not all the cases in Vice are huge ones. Like in Homicide, they were all the same big thing. I don't think that's the case this time.
I'm much happier about that.
Yeah, I've got no objections to it.
Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup.
Oh, you're looking for Tommy Marijuanas. He's in the back. Weird name. Nice guy.
Yeah. Looking for whoever makes stickiest soup.
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a
Look at all the
If you don't mind, we'll come with
cans.
you.
I want to open up all those cans and find weed in all of them.
Yeah, I mean, probably they don't have it, but
No, they're display cans. They're
You
empty
just
almost
wanted a
certainly.
follower, didn't you?
Oh, shut up,
Sly
Roy.
dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Roy,
Give
that's
it a rest,
really
Roy.
not necessary. That comes later.
If you could
It's a
show
whole
these men to
thing.
see Mr. Parnell, Doris, they're from the
he's
island.
reminding Cole is what he's doing. Like he
He's
hasn't
reminding
forgotten.
me, which is where my actual
Yep.
problem comes in.
What's going on?
Hey, it's the cops.
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in
That's a good way to
very
introduce
serious
yourself,
trouble.
isn't it?
Yep,
There's no reason to be rude.
It's actually
he's
quite
right. There
funny.
is no reason to be rude.
I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain
Like-
why we found $5 bags of marijuana.
Yeah, they're getting
in
cut
sealed
straight to you.
Parnell soup.
$5 bags of marijuana?
That's
My
an
God.
outrageous allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on them.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course, we have nothing to hide.
I hope one of them is literally named Tommy Marijuanas.
Doris, can you bring me in the current employee
They won't be,
listing?
because that's too silly, but...
Here it is,
So the
Mr.
question is
Parnell.
basically whether this guy's in on it or whether someone at the factory is
The way that he
Do it.
clammed up after we started being like, also, come on. Come on.
Yeah, and his face, he looked like a man who'd been caught out and was trying to hide
Any
it to
name on
me.
that list that rings a bell?
I want to check my notebook right now, because what was the name of the guy that moved the 50...
EJ.
EJ? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Rafael Vasquez, isn't that the guy that we tracked down?
No, it was Cruz.
Cruz, okay. Was it Jorge Garcia Cruz?
Yes. Yes, it
This is
was.
familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. Jorge Garcia Cruz.
EJ was the other one. Nope. Apparently we're done now. Apparently we're
Yeah, we were
done.
looking for Cruz, apparently.
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation.
I like Roy
Mr.
smoking
Parnell.
a cigarette in the
We're looking
background.
for an inside
Like
man.
vaguely
He
interested,
was
but
just
not
hit-
interested enough
Look,
to
he's
talk.
just here to kill guys
This.
fat. He calls his
I want this stopped
detective
as
work.
much as you do.
I like how that really is the thing that's going on. Like, Roy has basically got Cole here to do his job for him because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's good if you can get away with it. I didn't get, unfortunately, the response to the question. I was too busy.
I think he said he wanted it tracked down just as much as we did.
The factory sealed cans
Which
we
I
found
don't
suggest a very
believe-
professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
he probably wants it tracked down
I
considerably
know
less.
nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
So his eyes
The
are very
question is,
straightforward.
will we get anything out of him by trying to force him? Is the question. Like, even if he's lying, do we?
I'm going to
think we
say
can-
lie and
Yeah,
find
we-
out what Phelps accuses him of.
Yeah, sure.
But I think, given how his eyes continue looking at Cole, no matter what, I think he is actually telling the truth. And given that eyes have only let me down once before, I'm inclined to continue trusting them.
I agree with you,
Quit
qualified.
lying. How could the cans be coming off the line, sealed without your knowledge? You're the kingpin here.
You want to make an accusation like that, son? You better have some goddamn proof.
Check out this coin. Haha, gotcha.
Yeah, we've got no proof. So my theory is that yes, you should pick truth, but I think he's lying. I just think that
We can't prove it, and that forcing it won't give us
I think you
anything.
can't force him either. I think basically you've got to play along. Is what, because remember the buttons really mean actions to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon truth. Don't we both
This
agree on?
is not me using intuition. This is me checking progress to the next intuition point.
Oh. Yeah, you don't get many of those from the main storyline.
No,
They're
I remembered
pretty-
having way more, but apparently
It's
they
almost not-
drop off very quickly.
You get them from street crimes mostly, and from finding cars and stuff.
Those are
Basically,
fucking boring.
the side stuff.
It was
You must
not
suspect
truth,
someone,
by the way.
Mr. Parnell.
Ah,
Are you
he's a
sure
good
it
liar
isn't someone
then.
who stole some of my labels?
He is.
That
He's
would be
actually
pretty easy to do.
I think the best liar that we've come across so far.
I did think he was lying, but I didn't think that we'd be able to yell him. I guess we
Sales,
could
Mr.
have.
Parnell.
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big shooters.
I
You're being economical with the truth, Parnell. You can't keep the business afloat, so you've turned to...
I hit lie to see what he would
Would you
accuse
like
him
to
of.
prove that I'm
Yeah.
involved in this scam? I'm a legitimate businessman.
This is the part where I start worrying that like maybe we missed something.
I don't think we did. I think it should have been doubt for the first question, and I kind of wonder if maybe it should be doubt again now because now I know he's super suspicious, and like, can you maybe tell him, what if we look at your books and check if everything's really all hunky
Right.
money dory?
So the things that we've got to say to prove lies. Silver dollar, MAS doesn't really have anything. Oh, the Morgan silver dollar. Actually, I'm going to Google that really quick because I think that that's like a real famous coin as far as like coins go.
Nice. Are you numismating?
Yes, but apparently I was wrong about the fame level of that coin because it's like you can get an 1896 coin for 21 bucks.
Oh, that's not that particularly
Sometimes you have to
No.
shake
amazing.
and see what falls out.
You
Maybe
can
it's
get
one
some
of those things that
uncirculated
have
ones for very high amounts of money. Like you want an 1896 silver dollar from a particular mint that will run you a cool $1,825. I'm going to hit doubt, by the way.
Okay.
Parnell, do you know what
Here
kind
we
of
are.
trouble you're in?
Okay, so we were supposed to hit doubt on the first one.
Okay, so things are
Hopefully
a
we
little
didn't
Probably.
miss
Yeah.
something
We're
super
deciding
important
whether
there.
to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any
I'd be
military
surprised if
contracts.
super
You
important.
know, we sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans.
Military contract. All right, the war just ended. Yeah. So that's interesting because like
Juan Garcia.
he was lying, but routinely it
that I know
didn't
of.
lead to
He has a
anything.
brother employed here. You know
Yeah.
him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans.
Juan and Jorge were the two names.
Ah, I see.
He's got to give us something. Come on, this guy.
Yeah.
Tell us the truth, Parnell. You and Cruz are moving dope from Mexico and packaging it up here.
I am telling the truth.
I
You
really.
don't have one scrap of evidence that says I'm behind this.
No, we don't. But I actually reckon he's like up to his neck in it. I just don't think we can prove that. But if you want to keep doubting him, I'm all for that. I've come to suspect this guy more and more with every single second that passes.
So the name EJ, I feel like there was something that we could have totally discovered before now that would have given us a link. His name is not EJ. It's.
I don't think so. I think
Parnell.
we haven't. I don't think so. I think we haven't found links to Parnell. I think
Personal,
that's
just doing my job.
on purpose
Understand that.
on the game's part.
Very probable. I'm gonna hit doubt and let's. What the? Apparently we've got a new one.
Well, that's the guy who worked
Juan
here.
Garcia
Yeah.
Cruz.
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
He's not telling the truth to you.
Yeah.
His eyes are good, but his voice was shaky.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that doubt.
And look at his tie. That's the bow tie of a liar.
Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better.
Would you like us to shoot you dead also?
I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering.
Ha!
Like a
How
guy
times
shouldn't be able
change.
to turn a buck while the war is
Eh.
on.
Fuck
I'm sure
off.
Thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay. Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
I'm going to hit lie
I mean,
again.
That would put him in a position to stick stuff in the cans.
Yeah. I might use an intuition point on this one. But I'm going to hit lie first to see what Phelps accuses him of.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, go
this
for it.
fuck and his brother. They're extorting you.
That's-
Tell the truth.
You're out of your mind if you think a couple of beaners could shake me down. Where is your proof?
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, but what we know is one of the things not going on is lie being the correct answer. So here's
Yeah.
my theory. What's going on here? I reckon that this guy is in fact behind it or in it, etc. But I think that we cannot at this point succeed in finding this out.
That sounds too
I think
correct
the
to
game.
me.
I think this is a scene where you get suspicious of the guy but can't prove anything, basically. Hence, picking doubt on some questions but getting evasive responses to them. And yeah, I hope we'll be able to come back and get him later.
This one might actually be truth. Yep. If he's telling the truth about his position on the lines and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that much is true. Yeah,
and we've
true as far as it goes. Pick true as far as it goes.
I'm hitting the Z button and it's not doing anything.
Damn.
That intuition point is looking mighty tempting.
You'll regret it so much if you do that.
I will, because there's so few and far between.
Okay, I say don't use the intuition point because I reckon this doesn't matter much. Because I think my theory of the case is that we can't get much out of this guy.
That's fair. What are your opinions on truth versus doubt? I'm leaning towards truth because I think that he's actually telling the truth about the guy's position on the line, and I think that that's what Cole's coaxing is going to focus on.
So my guess is, I'm not super certain about this, but my guess is doubt, because I think this guy has been telling us the truth largely, but I think that's because he's concealing stuff, and therefore successfully, concealing it, and therefore coaxing isn't going to do anything because he's not trying to help us. He's trying to conceal information from us, and so therefore being nice to him will just not achieve anything.
Detective, the pot is on the boil.
He's annoyed me, so I'm going to hit the doubt button. That was incorrect. So apparently that was the time I was supposed to truth him.
You want my help? I said I'd help.
I see.
You want to call me names? You can go fuck yourself.
Fair enough.
We'd like to take a look around the factory.
I bet that's also an invasion, just like a clever one.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
Seeing how things are made.
That didn't go as well as I was really hoping for.
Steak for a week.
It's interesting. I'm left like his last answer was very good. If he's lying, which I still think he is, he's a very good liar. Like I was half convinced by him there at the end. Like
I think his actions leading up to that answer are why he's actually lying, but I also think that
yeah, I think he's lying, but he's a good liar. And fair enough, I guess.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was a wheat farm tour.
Fascinating.
I can't actually investigate any of these.
Nothing to look at because he's deliberately showing you boring things. Yeah. You got to look off the side of stuff and inspect stuff he doesn't show you.
Might learn something. Oh, good.
That's a golden door.
This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
Those are some textures on that assembly line there, by the way.
They absolutely are textures. They're not very high resolution, but they're textures, all right.
No.
This is the hopper, which boils and purees the vegetables. The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
No, I'm really not.
It's not talking to you. What about up on the catwalk there?
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
I wonder if I just wander off if it yells at me, or if it lets me do it.
Do you care if he yells at you?
I mean, kind of. I don't like when video games yell at me.
Oh, okay.
This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Check it notebook real quick.
Sir. These men are from the LAPD.
EJ.
Sergio here records our outgoing
Why do you think he's yelling?
They all go in the
it's loud on the canning floor.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Morgan Silver Dollar?
Silver dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The markings on it say it's been taken out of circulation.
Hey, those dudes are running.
Maybe.
What?
I'm not trying to.
What was that? Why are they?
I like it. Brings me luck.
Are we not gonna do any Cole?
What the hell?
Cole, are
What?
Cole, are, okay.
Do you have access
Those dudes
to
are
the
gone.
canning area?
Anybody? Bueller?
I do.
Was that like an animation glitch or something?
It
Loading and
has to have been, right?
Don't care much for soup.
Either that or Royale and Cole Phelps are very unobservant
Stop lying to
today.
me. I think you are muling the dope across the
Yeah,
border.
those dudes are just straight fucking gone.
I'm a simple working guy caught up in the middle of all this. You're crazy if you think you can prove I drive the truck for these guys.
That's an interesting mention of the truck. Also,
Well, it's because Cole said muling it across the border.
oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we obviously can't prove that.
Silver
But-
dollar though?
The silver dollar is. I mean, you could show him it and be like, "Hey, this is identical to ones." Maybe it is a lie. Maybe we can prove it.
I hate this part of the game.
Why not go for it? Or you
Yeah.
could not.
I'm gonna go for it. Nope. Wrong.
No, that was the wrong one. You picked one silver dollar instead of Sergio's silver.
You promised to keep my name out of
Wait.
Otherwise,
It
Oh,
did the
wait,
ping,
was that
ping-
right?
No, it was the wrong. It played the wrong music, but that's what. Do you want to follow up on that, maybe? Also,
the
those dudes are
interview.
gone.
What is going on here? Something has gone wrong with this case. Are we trapped in a weed-induced nightmare? Everyone is away now. And the factory is just kind of... Is it going to fall apart? Will the production line stop now? I don't understand.
I don't know what's going on.
We're a family company using family recipes. We don't know anything about dope.
Oh, was I supposed to check this before I talked to that guy? God damn it.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
I was totally supposed to check that first.
20th century market.
What do you know about the 20th century market?
Nada. I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan
That's
Garcia
credible.
Cruz?
No?
This is where I was
Not
supposed to
me.
hit the lie. Here, check this coin.
Ah, okay, we'll do it now. But show him
And I'm
Sergio's
gonna
coin.
break you for it.
You're loco, Placa. I got nothing.
Are you
to
sure?
do
Okay,
with
yes.
Juan
This,
Garcia.
this is definitely where you use the coin.
But which coin, though?
The bottom one, because it said on the evidence that it was identical to Juan's one.
Ah,
So this is how you
see.
prove they're associated.
We found a matching silver dollar on
Okay.
Juan Garcia. What are the odds?
Actually,
I guess
fairly
the apple-
high. But
Juan and Jorge are brothers.
Gabacho.
They're cousins. They work for some evil gabacho. The guy is an aberration. He gives out the silver dollars. Jorge gets me a list of deliveries every morning. 20th century is always on.
You keep your
Sounds like
mouth
this guy
shut for today
suspected
and I
what
don't
was
take you
happening,
in.
but didn't
Do we have a
know.
deal?
Do I have a choice?
Is that a serious question?
also, hey,
That's it for now,
Um,
Sergio. If we need to speak to you again,
what about
we'll
those
put
other
in a call
dudes?
to Mr. Parnell.
They're gone.
This mission, the scripting is like broken on it. Like this is not the first or second. So, and like everyone.
So it's doing like
this,
a.
Normal here.
this is the buggiest
Keep an
case
eye on
I've seen by
Sergio
far.
in case he gets
It did
stepped
like a
with the blow
pullback
of
so that
whistle.
you could see the rest of the thing, and then they're gone still. But it didn't.
Immigration problem, aren't you?
What immigration
You're up,
problem?
fatso.
Oh, apparently
I'll let
also
you go
he
on squeezing
we missed
these poor saps
something
a little while longer.
about illegal immigration.
Well, until some common union starts this place.
I was promised Reefer Madness. I want more madness.
Well, look, we're getting madness of a sort, but yeah, this one is
glad
bugging
to
us
have
out.
Also, those dudes are still gone, and nobody's talking about it.
I mean, presumably that.
Let's check
was
the
a
staff
glitch.
notices.
Yeah, it's
Is
just
there like a
bug.
oh cheese it's the cops thing up there?
As if it was signed out. No, the cards are all still here. Yeah, I mean, it is. The staff are gone due to a bug. I am 99% sure. It was So, like, I assumed that in the first interview we could have found out that Parnell was like using illegal immigrant labor or something, because he seemed to think we'd found out something like that.
Yeah. I'm not thrilled
super
about
buggy.
the flowchart.
The bugs.
The flowchart of conversations that they've got going in this case right now.
Yeah, it did not make sense. And yeah, we probably should have taken the thing with the neighbor as an omen, because other cases have generally been better adapted to you doing things different order than that. Ah, well. Maybe this
How
was
many years have
DLC
you
for a
been in
reason.
Vice, Roy?
It's still on the thing, so I guess we're coming back.
More years than I want to own up to, Phelps.
You have any idea who Rojas was talking about?
You people need to
That
stop.
guy is hella
Ringo
agile.
runs the operation?
Yeah.
Could be anybody. You don't expect those morons to be running the show, do you?
Those morons
You
completely
asked Rojas
outwitted
how much
me,
a
Cole
silver
Phelps, the
dollar
greatest
was worth?
detective in the world, so
Yeah,
show
they did.
some
They
goddamn
managed to all-
respect, Roy.
They managed to all get away from you, in fact, while you were talking to like one full guy. Open mass exodus.
I really want to know what that's about, but I can't look up the case yet because we're not done with it yet, and it's going to spoil me if I try.
I do not usually like open a web browser. I want to watch you play the game and talk about it, but I've got to like go to the wiki for that case and look for a list of bugs because, come on.
Sometimes all the factory workers just flee when you're talking to somebody. This is fine and normal.
I'm formulating a search query here. Bugs at case Reefer Madness. Funny glitch I found in Reefer Madness.
Sit tight.
There's not
Let's
anything
take a look at
obviously
what's
interesting
going
here. Well, I saw in the search results people talking about other bugs in that same scene. So.
Serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
That's not a bad
I'm
scheme.
requesting assistance in a
No, it's
B-wagon.
a cool way of doing it, actually.
1558
I would
North
totally
Island.
buy weed in soup
Numerous
cans.
narcotic suspects. Code 2 only, no sirens.
Seems like a safe-ish way to
Okay.
obtain it.
Cavalry should be here any minute.
How come we get the same car number the entire time? We've been 11K since traffic. But
Yeah,
like,
could it be that it's associated with who's in it?
yeah, but like, does Cole Phelps get precedence over Roy Earl? Like, what were the other cars that Roy Earl drove?
Yeah, that's got to be a conceit of the game rather than a realistic thing. Okay.
enough, dude.
I love the guy whose eyebrows shoot up. Like, he's like, oh god, he's running away. Maybe I should have run away.
He actually shouldn't have run away. I am too fast. Also, everybody else ran away and didn't get away from the cops.
Hand it over.
Oh, hey, it's the marijuanas.
Nice.
Wait.
I'd say he's got about half a can left.
Oh. I didn't realize it was in a bag. I was just like, that's a fucked up looking thing of weed.
The can half full.
You can't take me in.
Why not?
You in. Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
He's really drilling that point in, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. And my compadres
Basically,
are
yeah.
unreasonable.
I mean, I'm still getting the same feeling though, even from this scene. This case is half-assed. Apart from like the graphics of it, the factory was like cool looking, and this place is also all nice. I feel like they had the art assets for this one and then threw the pieces together or something.
You have
Yeah.
identification?
They obviously also had the voice acting, but yeah.
Sanchez Erto, Mexican, Tijuana address.
Oh, that makes sense, since that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Money.
Apparently that's all we're going to do. We're just going to pull it out and then be like...
Just rearrange the cash.
Well, all seems to be in order, sir.
Here's the deal,
That's not
Erto. You
really-
give me information, and I won't give you to immigration. Give me EJ, the driver bringing in
Well,
the shipments, or I'll make you.
At least he's asking about reasonable things this
That's all I
time.
do.
No, it's not.
Did
Did you see Cole's face there? He was like,
Yeah.
hang on. Is he really going to try and claim this?
You are in this with the others.
I told you I know them.
The
I
coin.
told you
Okay,
my
good.
family's
Yeah.
I was
rich.
really thinking that, like,
What makes me part of
this
their
was another
gang?
bait question where the coin totally makes sense, but it's actually not the right answer.
Yeah.
You have a
I
silver
think, though,
dollar,
but this time-
Erto, just like Juan. I'm sure Ernesto and the rest have them as well.
now it makes sense that it's not very valuable since it's like
Give me a
this
name.
thing used by the
None of
game.
us are allowed to see him. His creatures carry his orders to us.
He's got these goblins.
If I gave you his name, I would be buried
I hope
alongside my
that the
wife
guy
and
behind
children.
the weed ring is like
If you don't
a
give
dark
us something,
warlock.
you
or
will
something.
rot in
The way they've been
jail
talking
while
about
your
it.
family
A vampire.
starves on the street.
Yes.
Literally a
Ernesto
weed
Juarez,
vampire.
Tonight at 1 a.m. He's bringing the truck into the soup factory.
Oh man, is it going to be a stakeout? Okay, that's cool.
Ernesto can be
I don't
there
think we've had a stakeout in the game, have we?
Yes, there was. We did it in
Oh.
traffic for that guy who was in his apartment. The one that turned out to be a
yes.
knifing murder.
Tell me about the soup can.
Yeah, the guy who was the driver but not the killer.
As you can see,
And who came out with his
I
suitcases.
think
Yeah.
you're the connection on the Mexican side. I think you're more than you like to make out.
so now I'm the big man in this?
No? What? That's not even remotely close to what I was asking about. He said the soup is very popular, as you can see. Yeah, because it contains all this weed. Like, what?
Yeah. Maybe that one's a truth one.
Looks like I was mistaken.
I'm going to answer the other question first.
We know about Jorge and Juan.
Okay.
Juan is dead. Tell us how you
Who
know
was? Were the two people you killed though? I guess one of them wasn't a Cruz.
I guess one of them
He brought
didn't
in
have a
Juan,
name.
Juan brought in Jorge.
That actually sounds true to me, I guess. Sure,
Yeah,
let's
there's
go for
truth
it.
there.
Continue.
I was already here. Ernesto knows I'm
That's a
the
good
man,
response.
so
Just
he
go
wanted
on.
to report me if I didn't help. And the money is good. The gringos and the gringas, they love the reefer.
Hey,
They
I
wanna
can't blame
leave
them.
and start again in San Francisco.
You're breaking my heart.
Okay, so this fucking question again.
Tell me about the soup can.
Yeah, okay.
The soup is very popular, as you can see.
Yes, because
There's
of the weed
doubt.
that's in it.
Yeah, let's doubt it because he's not telling us
I
everything.
think you're the connection on the Mexican side. I think you're more than you
That's
like to
not
make
right.
out.
No, it
Now
isn't,
I'm
but
the big man in this?
why can't I just bring up the soup cans? That's the...
Because you don't need to. It's too obvious. Like
Like I made a mistake.
it's
I'm gonna
these are
feel really
certainly-
fucking stupid if it's turned out to be lie soup cans. Not stupid enough to use an intuition point though. Okay.
unintuitive
I'm gonna
detective.
use the old trick that I did the first time I was running low on intuition points. 99.4% is a high number.
Yes.
It's a
Which
very
means
high
the
number.
obvious answer, doubt, is probably correct.
No, not even that. Because lie, like if the answer is revealed to be lie, it doesn't tell you what they picked as lie.
Ah, yes.
So more people are still likely to get it wrong, which means that it has to be doubt.
The real
Okay.
funny
It was
wise
doubt.
guy. You want to try
Hooray.
saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
You're under arrest, Erto. I'll speak to the DA and see if he will agree to not seize your assets or deport you. That's the best I can do.
We've got another intuition point to work with.
I don't think the DA will agree to do that.
It's, it's 1947. So,
Yeah, they might not care as much about immigration, actually, at this point.
what a fucked up step back we've taken.
Yeah,
They were moving
it's
50
thankfully
pounds
not
a
something
week.
I've experienced,
That's a
but
lot of
it
soup
sounds very bad
I
over
think
there.
this is an interstate
It's not great.
operation. Moving dope around the country to selected grasshoppers. Local
Grasshoppers, that's a good
distributed
one.
in the usual way, through Pachuco street punks.
lot of
Someone must know
slang.
Something about this drug baron character.
The secret man in the shadows who sends his creatures out.
Also, he operates at night. It's totally a vampire.
It should be. It could just be Parnell.
That would be really disappointing.
Let them unload the goods first.
Also, I bet this is a totally normal shipment of, vegetables.
Let's get them.
Just some soup. Just, soup full of, Oh, nice. Wasn't expecting that.
Consider that staked out.
out!
Oh, hey, and there's shotguns in the trunk, as it so helpfully reminds me, because apparently we're just going and
All
shooting.
right, move. Move!
Give me that gun.
I mean, you are
Let's
being a
go.
drug bust here and beating organized
Do
crime.
we want a Thomas gun or do we want a shotgun?
The shotgun, because it's much easier to speak over it, because it's not constantly going bang, 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 bang.
Good answer.
Also, because Thomas is the best name. I mean, oh wait, no, fuck. Oh no.
You can just fucking drop the gun like, fuck it.
You should
How do you feel
probably
about
keep
combat in
any
this game?
Molotov.
Yeah.
It's the Ian gun, I guess.
I am very fond of shotguns in video games.
Everyone into position.
I'm not usually. I actually don't usually like them much at all. But
Okay,
they're very
gentlemen,
effective
we'll take
weapons
the
in
lead,
real
you
life.
cover. LAPD, put your hands where we can see them. Go, pal. Get in there.
That man is resisting arrest. Also, I'm gonna die. I died. I forgot how you get into cover.
A really comical way too, with your hat flying into the air. Try not to do that again, though.
No, yeah. I forgot to
Okay,
get into cover.
gentlemen, we'll take
I need
the
to remember
lead.
how to do that.
LAPD, put your
This
hands where we
should
can
be
see
cool.
them.
Returning to the place you investigated last time, I couldn't do that thing. But like being talk about guys. I think it hasn't been a very satisfying piece to talk about it.
Oh,
It's
shit.
the bugs in the structure, and so it's not that good, basically. Also, because you're not really. It's just a fight scene. I think it's falling flat a little.
Yeah,
Okay,
also because
gentlemen, we'll take
I thought that I was
put your
like
hands
behind
where we
enough
can see
cover,
them.
but no, I was
Go,
not.
pal. Get in there.
Nope,
Yeah.
LB is how you
Yeah.
drop guns. Now I've dropped the gun, and how do I... RB. I don't have a shotgun anymore. There's actually a rifle, not a shotgun. Oh, that's the guy that got me.
Yeah,
I am losing you because of all the gunfire. I apologize for this. The solution will present itself shortly. When I pop all these people in the head.
I actually quite like the way the game uses gunfights as these brief scenes, like, and then a fight happens, and they're not ever the bulk of the time.
Give me some goddamn cover.
Yeah.
It's very,
I could do with even less. Let's say the gun is fired.
It's quite good because it's like, open world games often try to do this, but what they suffer from is that their actual gameplay is like driving and shooting, and so their mission type things where you go and do gunning tend to be really long and involved. But LA Noire has other actual gameplay, and it can turn the fight scenes into scenes rather than missions, and that works better for me at least.
That is good. I don't think the gunplay is very good, and
Oh yeah, it's not actually like a great shooting experience. It's true.
and I think they realize that too, because like like if I die another time or two, it will totally ask me, "Hey, do you just want to go past this and get back to the solving crimes?" Which it also does
it's
for
funny
car
'cause,
racing
you
as
don't
well.
get you do not get the option. Hey, do you want to just like have the interrogation done for you?
That thing's no good to me now.
I guess we're out of bullets.
Well, I mean, the damn thing could be no good to him for some other reason.
Possibly because of how bad I was doing with the shooting. Also, he was
Yeah,
downstairs.
he's like, look, I can't use it.
He carries infinite.
Dave Cole, the soldier background, to explain why it is he's like just shooting people constantly, I guess. But that's just games do that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
it
glad
is a
that we
bit
took the
silly.
time
You
to
have
stop
all
the
these-
conveyor belts.
Yeah. It's a bit silly they have all these scenes where it's like the police are fighting some gangsters, and in all of them it's like Cole who does all of the actual shooting.
Yeah.
So
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
It's weed.
it's gonna be weed, yeah. Or is it? Oh, it's a corpse. Holy shit.
No, that's a different dead body.
Oh.
No, wait. No, wait, is this the guy? I shot this dude, though. But, like, they're highlighting him for a reason.
El silver dollar in his hand.
Oh, nice.
Ernesto,
EJ.
he was meant.
We should see what the federales have on it.
This is the EJ.
Yes, or Ihui in this case. The Sea of Grass.
That's
You
really
don't
good.
say.
Very clever.
Definitely want to know what that one's about.
$1
It is
per
interesting
dead
to
man.
be
Doesn't seem
going
like
over a
much for
corpse that
life.
you created.
Yeah. Also, why was this man holding a silver dollar as he died? He should have been holding a gun, actually, because that's what he was using to shoot at me.
Maybe the gun fell down and rolled away?
And the silver dollar just walked into his hand?
Well, coins are famously non-aerodynamic. You know, they never roll around or anything like that.
That's very true.
I don't mean aerodynamic, I mean, I don't know, groundodynamic? I'm not quite sure what the word is here.
I think we found our stash, Cole.
So
Look at these
the...
boxes.
Shut up, Roy. I'll get there in a minute. ALS Station? What was on wands? Marshalls? No.
Masal's?
Masal's? Masal's? Not enough stamp yet to know.
Maybe we'll get to see the whole thing. That's cool, actually. It's a cool thing. I like how... Yeah, a little picture.
Oh, there's the Roy.
I suppose. Cool.
A
So if they were actually keeping the weed stash in the factory, surely Parnell had to have known about it.
Oh, yeah.
Surely. But don't call me Shirley.
At the very minimum, another 50 pounds.
Yep. More weed.
I think we got the guy. Does the name Cruz mean something to you?
It certainly
Yes.
does.
We killed his brother.
Also, he's fucking awful. Like, Cruz means to me the dough man who does evil joyfully, and just like everyone hates him. That's what Cruz means. But not in this video game.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was talking about Ted Cruz.
Oh,
For
that.
which I apologize. I should not have been doing that.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking about the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, no, that's different serial killer.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Nice. Is indeed a fat roll. Look at the texture.
The texture is not great.
Other
Also,
games.
why did he die with $1,000 in his hand? What's wrong with you people?
It must be the mysterious kingpin. The vampire...
Just obfuscating his way in here, replacing their guns with coins and dollars.
Another silver dollar. Phelps, Earl.
Well, what it is the vampire drug lord tells all of his subordinates you must clasp your most important possessions, hold them at all times.
Where did that roll go?
I picked it up for safekeeping. This apartment owes me 50.
No, they don't.
I have another 2 coins for you.
Great.
That's
I've got something
really
to
good.
show you. It's all set
He's
up on
gonna
the table
expend
over here.
50, kept 30, and he's taking
Take a
this
look at these
cash.
coins you've been
Oh, there were other...
Oh, look, there's an actual thing.
Also, we missed one.
Legal tender.
That's cool. I thought this was just like you picking up on the thing, and it was. But I'm really pleased that it's turned out to be an actual.
Disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract.
It definitely gives me a better
Oh.
impression of the case.
Can you work out what it says?
The Sankei.
Oh. Oh. Mass Anke All's Met.
Masankei medals.
All's Met was in retrospect not the correct way to put those words together. That's cool.
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third,
Dick Cole is fucking loving this. This is what he thinks detective work is.
His ear is really bugging me.
A metal foundry. Would you like the address?
I would love one in.
Would I ever?
Thank you.
1034 Vine Street.
How did you know that off the top of your head?
Finish
Are you in
up
on
here.
this?
It's already been a long night, Phelps.
I don't know.
He's in on it.
He must have been there for some reason. So they're asking you politely there not to get into another shootout. The case has had more than enough of them.
Yeah, it really has.
I think the police need to do a bit less killing at this point, or someone might start asking questions.
I mean, in true video game fashion, they did all start shooting at me first. So, well, true video game and also true cop fashion.
You are morally blameless, except for all the other reasons. You found your hat.
I was looking for it too. I was like, where did I lose my hat? It was probably over here, right?
Okay, that was really cool, actually. It's a good touch. Be interesting to see if you can check out the boss's office again, wouldn't it? But I guess you probably can't.
Probably not, but hey, if he doesn't lock it up at night, I'd like to take another look. He doesn't lock it up at night. Nothing in here.
It would have been really, really cool if there was something here, but I don't.
Just like
think
a big blunt just sitting on his desk, like yes, finally.
Just joint, yeah.
After a nice long day at work and hearing all these gunshots, I'm just gonna take a nice nap, and it's 4:20 in the a.m. A good time for events.
Yeah, I mean this shootout definitely took place at
Louis Armstrong.
I'm actually starting to think though. It seems like this entire case is about inhibiting people's access to it.
I hope that big wad of cash doesn't weigh you down.
I missed the entire thing of what you said, but it sounded like you were saying that this case is about stopping instead of...
Yeah, which is sad.
It is. In other sad news, it's kind of clumsy, and I don't like it nearly as much as the title implied.
Ah, man. It's interesting, yeah, Cole, of course he was going to be mad and passively aggressively mention Roy taking the money later, but like he always picks up on this stuff, and he's always like, oh, that's not the right thing to do, but he never does anything about it, right? He never like reports stuff or tells people to stop and like takes it away from he's just so Cole Phelps.
Locked. We need another way in.
Drive the car through it?
That would do it.
Apparently not, because it didn't put me back in the car.
I mean, you've still got the car there, right? I hope this works.
Roy, get out of the way. You've seen
I
me
hope Roy
drive.
gets mad about it.
Nope.
Oh, what? Ah, I'm mad. Ah. You know what? This is the case, I think. The first case that has really like repeatedly made me angry or disappointed, which is a bit sad.
It's not the first for me, but it's yeah.
Yep. That kind of failure of the game as a game stuff is what makes me enjoy things less. Though there have been good parts of it, but it's not as cohesive and well structured as most of them, basically.
Also, there's been a couple glitches which I don't like.
Yeah.
Also, the gun's out now, so.
Oh man,
We're about
yeah,
to
there's
start
also
shooting again.
too much shooting. If this is more shooting, then that's too much.
I mean, those dudes are red on the map.
They're also like busy playing cards, so perhaps you can just join in the game instead.
Alright.
Can you sneak around them?
No, I can't. I'm just debating whether to shoot first or whether I should just like let them shoot me as soon as they see a cop come in.
Hey, reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
What's that? It's more guns. I love guns. Boy.
Please simultaneously cease and desist. Yeah, let's get another shootout. Like, it's like you said earlier. It's not enough to have a massive series of gang battles about.
I mean, how many people are dead now because of 50 pounds of weed a week?
Yeah.
Like, Cole Phelps has shot, like, at least 20 people.
No, he hasn't shot at all 20 people, but it's been a lot of people. It's well under 20, but well over 0. Is the problem.
Well, there was 2 dudes at the thing. There was how many people at the factory? Like, another 10? Those 3 right there?
No, I thought it was only there were only like 6 at the factory.
I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
Another thing I don't like is I can't run. I may be missing a button to run. Oh, jeez.
Or you get to run and chase people, so presumably it's contextual. Oh,
that was a good shot.
Jumped out of the wrong spot. I wonder if another reason why Roy tapped his part is that he's good at the action stuff, because like Roy is into that, like he violence. Right?
Maybe.
Maybe he was like, they've got to work with this guy.
We're over a dozen, right?
Right, because this is an actual interesting difference between the partners. Bukowski and Galloway did not join you in action scenes. Roy Earl does.
I actually haven't noticed that. That is true, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
I'm wide open here.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to crouch. I should have been expecting him to crouch.
That guy's clever. Use different positions each time, but not clever enough because he got into a gunfight with the cops.
He got into a gunfight with the cops who are also video game protagonists. Oh, hey. Oh, I guess that was just a thing to make me feel bad. I thought that was like... I seriously thought that was the boss from the suit factory.
LAPD, hands up! Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for many years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out.
Pacing. Oh man.
Found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client
Look at him
like
thinking.
mine.
Shut your mouth. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
He moved that gun over to Roy for a second there.
He did, didn't he? He was worried. You could tell if Cole hadn't been there, that would have been a very fucking different outcome.
Yeah.
And the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring.
When your Neil's partner,
Reefer is almost as
who I
big
do
a
not
threat
like.
to the children of this city as communism.
That is one for the record books there.
He's completely accurate.
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps.
The
chief
Oh god.
He will be brought to trial. Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.
Well, that's a bad answer.
Earl and the lieutenant might not get along anymore, but I don't think that either of them is any more or less corrupt.
I think I could have gotten Sanders somehow if I'd gotten some of the other questions correct.
I wonder. The case is over, so this is the time to find out things like that.
The case notes make me think that. Also, that's the least vehicle damage I've ever done. $28 is insane.
Because you're too busy killing people.
Yeah, all the dead bodies made it hard to just like murder people with cars.
I could have sworn that there were a couple of moments early on where you were driving pretty recklessly.
Yeah,
I guess you didn't actually hit things.
So I think I mostly hit like walls, which don't count.
Because it doesn't really damage them much, just the car, I see. It does not look like you can arrest Victor Sanders any more than you did. I mean, he's arrested, right?
Yeah.
To some extent. Somewhat arrested.
I am curious about the questions that I missed then and like what they can actually affect.
Yeah, alright, let's see then. So when you were talking to Howard Parnell, yes, the first question should have been doubt, as we figured out, and the last one that we got wrong should have been truth. The one about him not knowing much about Jorge Garcia. I guess he really wasn't in on it. He was just concealing the illegal immigration stuff instead, which we didn't find out about.
Right.
So he was lying to us about a different thing, is what we got wrong there.
But then he actually just straight up told us not to look into it because the game wasn't programmed that we would have missed that question.
Yeah, it just wasn't structured right. It screwed up. So those was two of the three missed questions, and the third one was the first one talking to Sergio Rojas, where you should have picked doubt instead of lie because we got it wrong when to use the silver dollar. So those are the three wrong questions.
So nothing. We didn't actually end up missing anything of relevance then?
No, it didn't change any outcomes. It just the case notes you've got there are the good ones. Like the other case notes you can get are like Juan was no genius and he might have left more traceable evidence, or Sanchez is a family man and would have ratted out his bosses. Yeah, so that was the good outcome basically.
Well, that was a shit outcome, and that case was profoundly disappointing for the name.
Okay, this was the worst case in terms of like implementation quality in the game I have seen. Like that definitely seemed like it was less well made than it is. But I disagree with you about the outcome. The outcome seems fine. Like you get to some guy and it's like, oh, and Roy knows this guy, and then the thing's getting like, oh, is this okay? And as usual, your boss is like, oh man, Cole is a good cop as long as he doesn't ask too many questions. Why are you saying that is a bad outcome?
I think I was mostly talking about the quality of the case as far as outcomes go. For the name, for the input Reefer Madness, the outcome of this case being what comes out, like, there wasn't actually that much madness. Pretty much there was just a lot of reefer.
Yeah,
and also murders.
it used the name of the famous video, but it didn't have any stuff in it. There was no wacky backy. There was no people being like thought to be crazy. There wasn't. It wasn't. It doesn't really earn the name.
There really should have been like Cole Phelps smoking a joint in this case.
Yeah, basically, I liked in this case the tie-ins to other Vice stuff. I thought that was fine, and I thought a couple of specific points about it were fine. Particularly, I liked the art and layout of the factory. It was all very cool, Gilded Era looking type of stuff, and I thought the coins were cool. But then overall, it was disappointing and buggy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, making video games is hard, but also that case was really fucking buggy. And they sold this for money separately from the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
DLC. You had to pay for this case.
But did you get the complete edition? So you personally didn't pay extra for it, right?
No, I paid. Yeah, this is the complete edition on Steam. I think
what was
I would have had to have
originally
paid it for it
available?
if I was still playing on PS3, but it's very hard to record a PS3, so I didn't.
Yeah, this wasn't one of the pre-order ones or anything. This was a downloadable, purchasable pack. Yeah, I would have probably been a bit annoyed if I specifically paid money for this and got a weirdly buggy case.
Yep. So that's been Noire, Reefer Madness. I'm gonna hit A and do our customary flashback check.
Yeah, let's see if there's a flashback. It wasn't like terrible. It just was not as good, and that was like specifically disappointing in a few different ways.
It was not as good, which for LA Noire
Platoon
is
what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd. You'll be going up that damned hill tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill Japs. Tonight, you're a rifle company.
Well, that's
We've got
bad.
Cooks, mechanics,
Phelps and Kelso.
This is where Phelps gets everybody killed.
We aim to break them tonight.
He already got most of his platoon killed. Like, presumably this is where the remnants go. Oh man. But yeah, like I got the impression that the bridge scene was already a disaster and a lot of people got killed.
Not quite what I expected.
As long as I live, I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic? He'll be killed going out there. It's Sheldon, the guy from the Osakawa
Huh.
pit. That guy's got no fear.
Holy shit. That's the first time we've seen him in a flashback, isn't it?
I think so. It's kind of hard to
We knew
piece
he-
together who all these people are because A, I'm really bad with faces and names, but also
We knew he was in the Marines because he knew Kelso later on in the main story, but we hadn't seen him in the past.
yeah, we didn't know why he knew him.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the horse.
This is interesting given how he
You need help, man. Call for me tonight, Lieutenant. When you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times
given
already.
his post-war activity.
The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this madman out of my sight!
Oh man.
Cole's changed. I would have thought he would have just immediately called for a court-martial.
He might have done that, like, you know, within
In officer school.
Yeah. You're right. He's actually improved from the start of the war.
And he becomes the beautiful glowing boy that we all know and love in the main game.
It's really interesting to see how much he's changed, and by the main game. I mean, in both senses of the word, like as in by the time it happens, and also during it. The thing is, he was starting from such a point of shit. Like Cole Phelps before LA Noire, before the flashbacks in LA Noire, was clearly such a terrible person, privileged, thoughtless, technically intelligent and capable, but with no connection to other people, and they're not capable of it. That basically he had a long way to climb to be anything worth being a human being. This is partly me bringing in stuff from later in the game that's shading my views here, but the flashbacks, though, always remind you, though, of how crappy a person he was. And it's cool that in the actual cases he's actually somewhat improved a lot. But the question is, given where he started and given his methods of trying to make something of himself, and indeed his motives in doing so, can he really become a good person? That is a question the game is asking us. Is there a good outcome for Cole Phelps?
No, is my answer. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm just probably going to upload this one tonight again, like I did the last one, because
Hang on, before you quit though, this scene here, is this the start of a case, or is this another pre-case cinematic?
This is the start of a case. It was called The Sellout, I think.
Ah, okay, cool. Yep. Okay, yes, I remember that one. Okay, cool.
So I will see you next time for that episode of La Noire.
I'll also see you, but I'll see you for LA Noire.